Today's challenge sees our two presenters, Oliver Bridgewood of GCN and Neil Donoghue of GMBN, dropped off in an undisclosed location where a journey into the unknown awaits.
Ollie, what's happening? What are we doing here?
I've no idea.
We've got bikes, so we must be going for a bike ride.
Quite nice though. I wonder where we are.
Well, here we go. A note from our rather rude travelling companions. Neil, Ollie, GMBN versus GCN, mountain bike versus gravel bike. Here we go. In fact, e-hardtail versus e-gravel bike. You have some electronic assist to help get you out, but you'll need all the help you can get. Equipped with the Mondraker Prime and Dusty, located in the depths of Wild Wales, Llyn Clywedog and the source of the River Severn to your west, you have bike computers for navigation to get yourselves across the wilderness in a race to an escape point.
I like races.
Ahead of the other, the winner gets out, the loser doesn't.
All right. Who wrote that?
The
handwriting's like a child.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Get on the road then.
Ooh, see you in a bit.
That's right, folks. Our two plucky contenders have been dumped in the middle of nowhere and face a race across the beautiful mountains and valleys of mid-Wales. Thanks to Mondraker for supplying the bikes, it may seem like a casual start, but this race will become serious sooner than the guys think. And that's because darkness will soon come and the riders will have to decide on their course of action for the night. Push on or take the easy option. The Havern Forest is as close to the wilderness as you will find in Wales. That means lots of trees, hills, sheep, and of course the occasional bike rider. Our riders have to make their way over the hills north towards Machynlleth before passing into the Snowdonia National Park. That is where the hills become mountains. Our plucky participants need to make the choice of riding on into the night and risking coming face to face with the wild Welsh weir sheep, or finding the shelter of a tent in a hedgerow. Neither option sounds particularly appealing. The pickup point is north, past the mighty slopes of Cadair Idris on the Afon Mawddach, but remember, only one rider gets out.
So I'm pretty sure I've got the tool for the job. It's pretty wild out here. I kind of do know like the later part of this route we're on, so I can use my own navigation. I've got it on the bike as well. But I do know there's a lot of elevation gain between here and Cadair Idris, so I'm gonna have to use my legs and the battery very carefully. As much as I'm tempted to stick it in full power and blast away, might be a case of just eco and plodding on. I'm riding the Mondraker Prime 29. It's an alloy hardtail, so it's a lightweight but full power e-bike. It's got Mondraker's forward geometry on there as well, so longer front centres designed around running a shorter stem. It's quite forward thinking for a hardtail. It's got the Generation 4 Bosch Performance Line CX motor with a 625 watt hour internal but removable battery. Also this Bosch remote control, so I can scroll through my power levels, but also on my display I've got loads of information, different screens showing my speed, things like distance, calories, range, my e-bike battery, but also my smartphone battery. So I've got that paired with the bike, and I've also preloaded my course on there, so I'm actually using this screen to do the navigation for me.
The courses we have made for our two e-bikers will challenge both bikes and riders. Sampling some of Wales's finest single track and gravel, they will be taking different routes, and the two journey will definitely be a good test.
So I'm riding a Mondraker Dusty XR gravel bike, and what a gravel bike it is. It's got a full carbon frame with that really cool signature super thin Mondraker top tube. And then we've got 12 speed SRAM Access Force gears that are wireless. Also got the wireless SRAM dropper post, which is particularly nice. And in addition to that, we've also got a RockShox Rudy Ultimate fork with 40mm of travel. Now, gravel bikes vary quite a bit, but this one definitely sits more towards the kind of mountain bike end of the gravel bike spectrum, as opposed to the sort of road bike end. But that said, the beauty of a bike like this is that it's still really competent on roads like this, but then you can still go off-road. Now, if you were paying close attention at the start of the video, you would have heard Neil say that this was an eGravel bike. But you might be looking at it thinking, that doesn't look like an eGravel bike. Well, that's because it makes use of this very neat looking Moeller X20 Smart Hub in the back wheel. So it's kind of hidden away, but it packs a decent amount of punch. So 55 Newton meters of torque and 353 watt hours in the battery, which you can also extend. There's a range extender battery that can take the place of a water bottle. I've got this Moeller Pulsar head unit display on here, which tells me what assistance mode I'm in, which I can also control via these two little buttons that are on the drops. And you've got 3 assistant modes. That's nice and convenient, especially next to the SRAM shifter buttons. But it also connects to a power meter and cadence sensor that's built into the system, so I can get all my ride data on there and I can see it clearly. I've also got my computer head unit on there for navigation because, well, I don't want Neil to beat me and I don't want to get lost because I'm not sleeping outside tonight. But all in, the Moeller system has just 3.6 kilograms. So it's pretty light.
Right, about 30k in, just dropping down into Dovey Valley. You can just see top of Cadder just poking up above. That's kind of Dovey Bike Park over there. So dropping down into here, reckon I've got about another hour and a half of light, but I'm just gonna try and keep going. Camp out somewhere, I wanna get the miles in tonight. Yeah, it's getting a bit chilly, bike's going well though, 29 is so good. Just like munching the miles up over the moorland. I wonder what Ollie's doing for the night.
The forward geometry, the little short stem and the relatively wide bars are there to help try and improve the handling off-road more than a regular sort of road bike. Oh, it's fun.
As we near the end of the first day, Neil locates an ideal place to set up for camp.
All Right, I'm done for the day. Deep in the woods. Actually, I've done pretty well. Yeah, just hope there's no Welsh were sheep. Do you have those in the woods? So I'm gonna camp here for the night. And then I'll be up at the crack of dawn, sparrow fart o'clock, out of here to win this race. Put the tent up first. Don't know. Any of these challenges I've done, the roadies go fast. I know Ollie's going off-road as well, but it's hard to sort of match their speed, their average speed. But I've just sort of cracked on all day. And like I said, it's not that far to go from here, so I reckon I'll be up early as well. So I don't know. I'm feeling good. Right, I'm gonna give Ollie a call. It's a bit cold and miserable here, but let's see what Ollie's doing.
Oh, it's Neil. Hello, Neil.
Ollie, what are you doing? Have you set up camp yet, or are you still riding?
Oh, I'm just chilling out, but actually, no. I'm sweating, actually.
Sweating?
Just in the old sauna at the local resort.
Sauna?
Yeah.
I thought you meant you got a posh sleeping bag. I know these roadies love a bit of posh kit. In the sauna.
Whew, gonna get a massage after this. It's gonna be great.
Anyway.
Sleep well.
I'm having a great time, don't worry about it. I'm having a great time.
Sweet dreams. What a loser.
All right, day 2. Weather's changed, cold morning, it was a cold night as well, but the wind's up, the clouds come down a bit. Feeling it, I feel like I could really do the hot drink. I wonder if Ollie's had a hot drink. I bet he's had loads of hot drinks. I bet he's really warm, my hands are freezing, so. Crack on over the hills, still in the hills, just drop down and get going.
Oh, I'm feeling great this morning, rejuvenated and refreshed after a lovely night's sleep in a nice warm bed. Wonder how Neil got on. Oh God, it was like -5 last night. But I'm also delighted with my choice of bike as well, because I feel like for around here, this is like the perfect bike for the job, because it allows you to, you know, take advantage of little cool sections of trail just here and there, but then connect them with amazing bits of road, because there's so many great roads in this part of the world. And you don't feel that the bike is compromising you on either the sort of, you know, bits of trail or the road. It's competent at doing both. Yeah, it's not as, you know, competent on really gnarly single track, but I mean, I don't really think I'm competent on really gnarly single track anyway, so no problems there. And having a motor on the bike as well, it's useful for when you've loaded it up and you're carrying the extra weight of the luggage, because there's a lot of steep gradients around here. But the power delivery of this particular e-bike Marla system is quite intriguing as well. So they've mapped it in a way that it's designed to feel very smooth and natural, so that it doesn't kind of lurch when you put on the pedal, which some e-bike systems kind of can feel like. So although you've got a motor, it kind of doesn't feel like you've got a motor, in a way that you're just kind of going faster, but it feels like you're riding a bike that is just a normal bike. It's kind of cool. But it's useful because around here, with this luggage on as well, there's some proper steep bergs. It's like, oh, I'm glad I've got some assistance.
So far, it looks as though the boys have enjoyed themselves. And with Neil taking in some of the scenery, Ollie took advantage.
Well, that's funny. A picture from where we were this morning has just popped up on my phone, but in summertime. Big blue sky and sun. It's probably quite warm. It's not quite so warm today. It's February. Freezing. Right. Oh, there he is! Yeah! I got a cookie in my mouth. Can't believe that. Well, why not? Let him get away.
It may have been only a short exchange of pleasantries, but clearly they are both still in it to win it.
Okay, on to the final stretch now on the flat. Run out of battery and legs. To empty it, I think I can hear a helicopter. Yes! Take me to the nearest cafe! The Starbucks down the road. Oh, see you later, Ollie. Hope that order was worth it.
Neil! For sake! Neil! What about me? It. Back to the sauna. Oh, for sake. Kid.
Cool helicopter. Do you think it's powerful enough to lift me up? It's low budget helicopter.